in Portland, Maine, who specializes in criminal and injury cases, and his firm Daniel G. Lilly Offices is one of the team's sponsors. Now, besides the law office, the Defender race team is sponsored by Maine Offshore Boats, manufacturer of Bully Boat, also Bay Harbor Restaurant of South Portland, Maine, and Sunset Marina of South Portland, Maine. Defender on the inside, Dan Lilly and Dan Lilly II. Drives, driver Craig Lapine, throttleman Don Cooper, Dramamine Machine. B-28 Capizano Marine on the outside. Special thanks to crew members including Bruce Sperling, Emilio and Tony DeCoba. Also Butch, he is the crew chief. Also special thanks to Mr. Art Lilly and Alan Bourne from Indian Landing. And a special thanks to Upjohn Pharmacia and John Danyon. The Dramamine Machine got off to a slow start, but now it is in second place overall and in first place in B class. It is now humming around this course. Dramamine Machine. Craig Lapine and Don Cooper, driver and throttle man. 38-foot fountain. In less than a lap, it's really picked up a lot of room. We have an onboard camera aboard Dramamine Machine. 2 for this race. All right, now let's go for a little ride aboard Dramamine Machine at the start.
How's the left look? How's the left look? Clear.
Nice driving, Craig Lapine. Don Cooper, throttle.
You see that buoy ahead of us, that swim buoy or whatever? Yeah, that little one on the right. Okay, how's it on the outside? How we doing on the outside? Okay, we're gonna watch here. I don't see. To the left. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go wide around, okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep, watch the S-boat. I wanna go outside of him, okay? Okay.
Making its way through the pack, Dramamine Machine.
Feels pretty good, Dan. Good. Everybody's behind us. We're with the S-boats. Who's ahead of us? Everything look good on gauges? Yep. How about that washout, huh? Yeah.
Back to our helicopter shot. There you saw how Dramamine Machine made its way through the pack and now is in second place overall, but in first place in B class. Craig Lapine and Don Cooper aboard this 38-foot fountain. Other boats in B class include the Muscle, Tsunami, Inferno, Citgo, Blackhawk Racing, and Banker. E7, a 38-foot fountain powered by 2 650 horsepower Mercury inboards with Mercruiser drives. The driver is Bruce Kruglich. Throttleman is Jamie Coates. Banker B7 in second place in B class. Sponsors include IMCO Performance Marine Products, Pennzoil Marine, Mock Propellers, and B&I Funding out of Dallas, Texas. Currently in first place in the national point standings in B class. The lineup here in the national point standings is as follows: Banker, The Muscle, Sitco Superguard, and Dramamine. That's 1 through 4, and they are all very close in points. But it's number 1 right now, Banker, in the national point standings in B class. Nice throttling job there by Jamie Coates. Driver Bruce Kruglich. Second place in B in this race, Banker. Jamie Coates, the owner of this 38-foot fountain. Fast going around the turn. In third place in Superstock, it's Fast, a 28-foot Douglas skater powered by two 2.5 EFIs. John Vestrheim is the driver. Throttleman is Troy Hannon. They're both from Florida. Fast S50 in third place right now in Superstock. Special thanks to Bobby Moore Custom Marine out of Miami, Florida, and also Edit Marine. Other competitors in Superstock include Team Stalker, Cutting Edge, Team Bermuda, Texaco, Fast, and Campazano Insurance. And right now it's Team Stalker, Campazano, and Fast. That's the order in Superstock 1, 2, and 3. Listen to those two 2.5 EFIs. John Vestrheim and Troy Hannon. John out of Weston, Troy out of Davie, Florida. .28-foot Douglas skater. You're watching the 1997 Chesapeake Challenge here in Kent Narrows, Maryland. There's Campazano Marine Insurance. They're up ahead around the turn. Campazano in second place. We've got a battle here now in Superstock. Campazano Marine Insurance, and of course Fast, second and third. Nice jump there by Campazano on the outside. Getting a little bumpy now here in Kent Narrows, though still relatively calm. All right, now they're getting very, very tight. As you can see, the door-to-door racing here between these two boats. Fast and Campazano Marine. They're both 28-foot Douglas skaters. Very shortly, we will be going aboard Carlos and Charlie's, checking out some of the conversation between Mr. Jack Carmody and Art Lilly aboard Carlos and Charlie's as we look at some more competitors here in the milling area. Let's go aboard Carlos and Charlie's.
Get out here a while. Come on over top of us. Give us that big fan.
It's on, it's on.
Jeff, it's on.
I should have pulled the steering wheel off and put it to it.
We got the camera on, but we don't know about the steering wheel.
I tell you what, well, just so everybody to know, my steering wheel is on.
Well, as you can see, Jack Carmody's steering wheel is on. Aboard Carlos and Charlie's. We're going to go on board now. Mercury Racing Recovery Offshore in first place in the national point standings. They took a checkered flag in Sarasota. They are only 1 point ahead of Carlos and Charlie's in the national point standings in open class. There's our helicopter there in the distance. Sterling Helicopters. Bob Factor, our helicopter pilot. It's a great job for Freeze Frame Video Productions. On the outside, boats beginning to line up now, getting ready for this third national race for the APBA. We're going to go with the open and modified start. There we look downfield. We see Mercury Racing and Restore. Mercury Racing and Restore as we look downfield, waiting for the green now. Boats beginning to line up. We see the bridge in the background. Looking to the side, there is Restore, Alcone Motorsports, Lightning Jacks, and In Contempt. Once again, there is Mercury Racing on the inside. Then Restore, Alcone, Lightning Jacks, and In Contempt. We are waiting for the green flag. Let's go aboard Mercury Racing now. Listen to those power plants. Let's look at that lineup as the pace boat is on the outside. On the right side, there you see Restore and Alcone Motorsports. And of course, our helicopter, Sterling Helicopters out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Bob Thacker, our helicopter pilot. Waiting for the green here as we are aboard Mercury Racing. Restore, Alcone Motorsports, Lightning Jacks, and In Contempt on the right side. Back to our helicopter shot now. Moments away from the green flag here in the third national race, APBA. Waiting. We've got the green flag now. The beginning of the 1997 Chesapeake Challenge here in Canton Narrows. It's Alcone Motorsports and Restore with Mercury coming into the picture now. Alcone, Restore, and Mercury Racing, and In Contempt and Lightning Jacks on the outside. And they are now beginning to pull away from our helicopter. It's Mercury, Alcone, and Restore with In Contempt and Lightning Jacks also on the outside. It's Mercury, Alcone, and Restore. Off to a great start, these boats right now, and we are having a hard time keeping up with them. There's In Contempt and Lightning Jacks. In Contempt and Lightning Jacks, and Alcone and Mercury and Restore as well. Everyone off to a great start in the open and the modified as we look at Restore. So it's the 3M boats right now. Restore, In Contempt, and Lightning Jacks. With Alcone and Mercury Racing up front. Restore, In Contempt, and Lightning Jacks. A great start here in Canton Narrows. Let's go aboard and watch that again. Aboard Mercury Racing with Joey Imprescia and Stuart Haim. Listen to those Mercury power plants. Alcone Motorsports and Restore. Alcone Motorsports on the right side. Alcone Motorsports. Right after the green flag, everyone off to a great start. On board now with Mercury Racing. As you can see, Mercury Racing is reeling in Alcone Motorsports. Right after the green flag. Great competition, great battle going on here. Going now around the first turn. Mercury Racing, Alcone Motorsports on the outside. Back to our helicopter shot. There you see Alcone Motorsports and Mercury Racing. A great battle here in open class. Alcone, a 45-foot skater. Mercury Racing, a 46-foot skater. Alcone and Mercury Racing. Not Alcone and Jerry Gilbreth aboard Alcone. Stuart Haim and Joey Imprescia, Mercury Racing. On board now with Mercury Racing as we go around the second turn. Little spread our windshield. Alcone Motorsports as we see in the distance. Battle here between these two boats in open class. Alcone Motorsports on the right side. There, of course, our helicopter, Sterling Helicopters, Bob Thacker. Back to our helicopter shot, Alcone Motorsports and Mercury Racing on the inside. As we look downfield, there's Restore and Lightning Jacks. There's also Carlos and Charlie's. Even though they did have a slow start, they are in the race now. Carlos and Charlie's as we look at Mercury Racing on the inside. And, of course, Alcone Motorsports. Alcone powered by Sterling. Alcone Motorsports looking downfield once again, Mercury Racing. Mercury Racing, 46-foot skater. Here in Kenton Narrows, Maryland. Looking upfield once again, Alcone Motorsports. It's powered by two 900-horsepower Sterling inboards with Merc Cruiser drives. Matt Alcone and Jerry Galbraith aboard. The driver is Matt Alcone, throttle Jerry Galbraith. Alcone Motorsports. Beautiful paint job aboard this 45-foot skater. Off to a great start as we approach turn 3, Alcone Motorsports, number 11. Listen to those power plants. Turn 3 now as we approach turn 3. Let's go aboard Mercury Racing. There's Alcone Motorsports on the right side. Great driving there by Mr. Stuart Haim. Throttle Joey Imprescia. 46-foot skater. Now going around turn 3. Joey Imprescia, owner-operator of East Coast Marine on Long Island. Going around turn 4, now on the straightaway. On the left side, Alcone Motorsports. Back to helicopter shot, Alcone and Mercury Racing Recovery Offshore. These boats are really battling here in Kenton Narrows, Maryland. Great weather today for this race as we look at Mercury Racing with Stuart Haim and Joey Imprescia. Once again on board Mercury Racing. There's Alcone Motorsports on the left side. Matt Alcone and Jerry Galbraith. Nice driving there by Stewie Haim from Great Neck, New York. Once again, a helicopter shot of Mercury Racing, number 27. Paint and graphics by Geographics. Owner is Mike Nicholson. He is the driver aboard High Risk today. There's Alcone Motorsports slightly ahead. Alcone Motorsports as they now go around turn 3. Alcone going to the right, and Mercury Racing has no choice but to cut through its weight, and it gets sprayed. Mercury Racing. Let's see that again. Let's go aboard Mercury Racing and watch that up close. There's the Alcone. Cutting to the right. He gets sprayed. Our camera gets hosed down, as you can see. Mercury Racing cutting through the wake. Alcone Motorsports on our right side. Listen to those power plants. Going around the turn. Back to our helicopter shot. Mercury Racing and Alcone Motorsports. There's Alcone. Alcone Motorsports. There is Mercury Racing on the outside. Mercury Racing Recovery Offshore on the way outside. Looking downfield, you see some of the other competitors coming up now as we see the Bay Bridge. Alcone and Mercury. Alcone is slowing down. They're having a problem. Alcone Motorsports slowing down as we look downfield now. There is Carlos and Charlie's. Carlos and Charlie's. Al Cohn now has slowed down, is no longer number one. We're going to go with Carlos and Charlie's in second place right now in open class. Mercury Racing has taken over the one spot, the leader and leader overall. And in pursuit of that leader, Mercury Racing, is Carlos and Charlie's, a 46-foot skater powered by two 900 horsepower Sterling inboards with Merc Cruiser drives. Carlos and Charlie's. The driver is Jack Carmody, throttleman Art Lilly. Carlos and Charlie's right now in second place in open class. Carlos and Charlie's also in second place in the national point standings in open, 1 point behind Mercury Racing, so it is a great battle here for the national top spot. And it was a great battle in Sarasota between these two boats, Carlos and Charlie's and Mercury Racing. And it looks like a repeat here in Kent Narrows, Maryland. Carlos and Charlie's is the only sponsor of this 46-foot skater. Special thanks to Bobby Miller for public relations. The crew chief is Ronnie Herzog. Carlos and Charlie's, Jack Carmody and Art Lilly aboard. Mercury Racing up ahead, they're in sight. And Carlos and Charlie's has that sight in view. Third national race for the APBA here in Kent Narrows, Maryland. Sterling Power Plants, Carlos and Charlie. As we said before, there will be some changes in the national point standings in Pro Stock depending how this race turns out here between High Risk and Campion. Kamikaze and Focus Seal not doing well. It's Focus Seal, High Risk, Kamikaze, and Campion 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the national point standings in P class. High Risk going around the turn. Going by Mercury Racing and Carlos and Charlie's, 1 and 2 in open class. Carlos and Charlie's on the outside. Let's go aboard now. Mercury Powered Recovery 46-foot skater. Joey and Pressure and Stuart Haynes. On board, Mercury Powered Recovery 46-foot skater. Listen to those Mercury power plants. Number 1 in open class. Carlos and Charlie's number 2. Great battle in open class right now between these two boats. Alcone Motorsports up ahead, down a couple of laps. Alcone Motorsports on the left side. On board Carlos and Charlie's now. Listen in to Jack Carmody and Art Lilly.
Hot damn. That hurt.
They Nice driving there by Jack Carmody. Art Lilly on throttles.
Man, God damn it. Is this the last lap?
Yes, keep going.
Mercury powered recovery 46-foot skater on the right side. Okay, now back to our helicopter shot. It's Carlos and Charlie's and Mercury racing on the outside. Carlos and Charlie's on the inside. Coming up now to Nemshoff, your leader in Super V. Nemshoff. Carlos and Charlie's, Nemshoff, and Mercury-powered recovery 46-foot skater. Great battle here in open class. Exciting finish here in Kent Narrows, Maryland. Coming up on Alcone Motorsports now, down a couple of laps. Alcone Motorsports. Carlos and Charlie's on the inside. On the outside, it's Mercury-powered recovery 46-foot skater. A battle in open. Alcone Motorsports there in the middle, getting further behind. Mercury on the outside. Mercury-powered recovery 46-foot skater. On board now with Mercury. Going around the turn. There's Carlos and Charlie's going through Mercury's wake. Let's go on board now. Carlos and Charlie's. Listen in.
Side there,
Hold on, Lauren. I can't beat him that way. There's a pin. We'll take him on that side.
On the right side, Mercury Racing.
Easy, Art.
There you see the splash. Back to our helicopter shot. Great battle between Carlos and Charlie's and Mercury Racing. Uh-oh, we've got a major problem. Carlos and Charlie's has hooked and flipped over. Let's go on board and see that again.
Cut it. Art, you got to cut it.
There you see it. It's flipped over. Okay, now different angle. There's Carlos and Charlie's and Mercury Racing. Once again, you see it hooking and flipping over. And now there you see the boat. We don't see anybody just yet. None of the crew members, Carlos and Charlie's. And there now we do see Jack Carmody and Art Lilly. They seem to be okay. Now we've got the Stars rescue team coming in with the jump medics getting ready now to help out. There you see Jim Poplin and his rescue team. One diver's in the water. Number 2. And number 3. 3 divers going towards Carlos and Charlie's to help out Jack Carmody and Art Lilly. There you see some of the other boats coming to help if they are needed. Once again, there you see Carlos and Charlie's flipped over. We're going to give them a little bit of room. All right, now let's see this from our helicopter shot. A very violent flip, as you can see. Carlos and Charlie's overturned here in Kent Narrows, Maryland. Let's see it now with our onboard camera. Jack Carmody trying to recover, but there you saw the flip, and there once again from a helicopter shot, there you see Nemshoff coming to the scene to help out if needed. Great sportsmanship displayed by the Nemshoff racing team. There's Jack Carmody and Art Lilly. They seem to be okay. They're by the stern of the boat, and they got out quickly from that violent flip over of that 46-foot skater. Mr. Jim Poplin and the Stars rescue team got there immediately, doing a great job with his rescue team. Let's look at that again. There you see two of the divers getting in. Jump medics looking for number 3. And there he goes. Important thing, Mr. Jack Carmody and Art Lilly are okay. They are safe. It was a violent flip over, but a great job done by everyone involved.